Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. This is your outlook for October 16th, 2014. And after all the rain we had yesterday, in some areas some very high amounts of rain, we're finally going to have to get a system kick out of here today, but we're still going to have the trailing energy behind it. That's been thanks in large part to the trough axis that is still tilted negative. I'll show you what that means in a second. And you still have this the upper level low that is situated to our west here. It's going to be sitting here over the eastern parts of the Ohio Valley. So here's our low pressure system sitting right here. Here's our cold front that's situated out here like this. So it should be exiting very early to the northeast and away from our coverage area here this morning. So maybe extreme northeastern New Jersey might have a leftover shower or two, but this upper level energy will still have to rotate through. I think it's going to primarily affect our western areas here, but we'll get into that in a second too. Going over to the GFS is the upper air pattern showing what that upper level low still sitting here. Here's the trough. The trough axis is sitting here like this, and is obviously in very negatively tilted trough here. So even though we have the cold front and all the precipitation has moved off further to the east of our coverage area here, you still have this upper level energy sitting back here that's still going to have to rotate through, and that could provide a couple showers here for some areas. You're going to go over to the NAM high res here. This is a future simulated radar. Starting off with 7 o'clock here first, just to show you the idea here with the exiting showers here. You see it's across just extreme northeastern New Jersey, maybe a few left over here across extreme northeastern PA as well, but most of this activity will be done with and then moving off to the northeast and out of our coverage area here very quickly. You can see that here we clear out. Clouds are going to be around everywhere else. We're going to have clouds kind of giving way to some partly sunny skies or partly cloudy skies, we'll call it. So partial clearing throughout the day as time wears on here. With our upper level energy, the upper level low that's situated or west still having to move through to our north. There might be some rotating showers moving around here that could still pass through the area. So we do allow for an isolated shower over some areas here, but it's going to be very, very hit or miss. And these are all 30-minute or less in duration. Not really much here showing here on the NAM high res. So we're not expecting most areas. Most areas will stay dry through the afternoon. You will have that opportunity for an isolated shower just about anywhere. And here is a look at Friday here. Now Friday, everything's cleared out here. Everything's well off to the northeast here. And that cold front is well situated to the northeast here. And here, cold front at this point is now right like this. So here is our hurricane. This is the one that's going to be affecting Bermuda on Friday, it looks like, and it's going to be a pretty deep impact for those in Bermuda here. It should strike as a major hurricane to the island of Bermuda. So if you have any family in Bermuda or you had plans on going to Bermuda, you might, I'm sure you've canceled them by now, or you're pretty smart if you to cancel them by now. But this cold front is actually going to pick this up and sending to the northeast. It has already turned. The time we did this video, it's already turned to the north, so it has already started to make its approach to Bermuda, and it is expected to make an impact on Bermuda. It's beginning as with tropical storm force winds already on Thursday night, and then Friday morning really start getting into the brunt of the hurricane force winds coming on shore, along with all that surge and very high wave action. We will not be affected by this. This storm is going to continue off curving to the northeast eventually after it hits Bermuda and heads out to sea. And here is our weather here for Friday. We're not dealing with anything whatsoever. So a nice day on Friday, partly cloudy. And as we go further in time here, we're really not dealing with anything else. So we have a cold front that's going to come through here on Saturday night. But you see as it's coming down toward our area, it kind of just falls apart, all the precipitation with it. There's really not much going on here. So we're not expecting anything more than a few clouds, maybe Saturday night. And then Sunday, you're going to feel a very, very noticeable difference in temperature here. And that's because you're going to have this high pressure that's going to be anchored here over the Ohio Valley, sitting right here. And it's just going to be drawing winds in from the northwest here, and it's going to be breezy. We'll have temperatures that are going to be not getting out of the 50s in most areas on Sunday. And that's pretty much going to be the case for the upcoming week. We're going to be, kind of 55 to 60-ish range here for the upcoming week. We're really not seeing much of any difference here in temperatures. And then every time it starts to moderate maybe a degree or two, we get another reinforcing shot, and it goes right back down. So this is now a pattern. We're going to get a little bit cooler here. You see the system here moving through the Great Lakes later in, as it's going to be on Tuesday. We have a chance of showers with this system moving in from the northwest here. This is a northern stream system, relatively weak, not a lot of energy with it. So it should just move through and just bring some light showers, some cloud cover on Tuesday. And then once it gets offshore, Some models are indicating that it still hangs around here for New England here and gives them some rain as it intensifies out here, but it might be far enough away from a coverage area that we won't have to deal with anything with that system. So we'll keep an eye on it just in case, but right now we're not looking like we're going to get affected by that system. Speaking of that hurricane, this is we're going to take a look at the hurricane now, and this is a 125 mile per hour system here. Wind gust up to 155 miles per hour. Like I said, we started off down here, and originally it was down in this area here. It has moved on a steady northwest course, but is now starting to turn to the north here, and it's going to head up towards Bermuda, which is just off this image here. By about 100 miles to the northeast where this arrow is pointed. That's where it's headed right now. That's where the projections are for it to be headed. And you can still see pretty well-defined eye that was formed over here at one point. Has now got a little bit ragged, but we have some, definitely have some colder cloud tops movement circulating in around the system here. So this should be a very healthy system by the time it's Bermuda as a major hurricane on Friday. That will not affect our weather here, so let's not get excited about this. I just want to show you what was going on with that weather, with that hurricane itself until it's just staying off the coast here. We're not going to be dealing with it at all. The only thing we have to worry about here in the next week is just the cooler temperatures. It'll definitely feel like autumn as we head into the upcoming week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for October 16th, 2014. Have a great Thursday.